The heart of the Buddha's lifetime of teaching is the Lotus Sutra, and the heart of the practice of the Lotus Sutra is found in the Never Disparaging chapter. What does Bodhisattva Never Disparaging's profound respect for people signify? The purpose of the appearance in this world of Shakyamuni Buddha, the Lord of Teachings, lies in his behaviour as a human being. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. I don't take it for granted that you do. I'm very grateful, so thank you. Welcome to another video in my series of Gosho study. I hope you're getting as much out of them as I am. I'm really enjoying them. You may have already seen that I have done some basics of Buddhism videos. If not, go to my created playlist section and you'll find them there. Okay, shall we study? Excellent idea. This one's called The Three Kinds of Treasure. I started with the Never Disparaging quote because for me it's the very core of this Gosho. Have we all heard of Bodhisattva Never Disparaging? Whenever he encountered someone, Bodhisattva Never Disparaging preached the 24-character Lotus Sutra, bowing respectfully and praising them. I have profound reverence for you. I would never dare treat you with disparagement or arrogance. Why? Because you will all practice the Bodhisattva way and will then be able to attain Buddhahood. For me, it shows us how to behave as human beings, especially when we feel we've been treated unfairly or hard done by. Judging by this letter, the Daishonin clearly knew that Shijo Kingo would be feeling exactly that. He had met with a great deal of adversity in his life. Nichiren wrote this letter to Kingo in September 1277. But back in 1274, Shijo had attempted to convert his lord to the Daishonin's teaching. And you could say it didn't go well. Lord Emma, however, did not respond positively. Instead, he reduced the size of Kingo's land holdings and threatened to send him to the remote province of Echigo. Kingo's colleagues spread scurrilous reports about him, and Kingo was accused of fomenting trouble at a debate in the 6th month of 1277, during which the Tendai priest Ryozobo was bested by the Daishonin's disciple Sami Bo. I mean, that's extreme, isn't it? I mean, imagine if you tried to talk to your boss about Buddhism and got that reaction. So harsh on Shijo Kingo. Especially when you factor in he had a young family, and not only was he being persecuted, his ability to feed his family had been severely restricted. That being the case, it's even more incredible that he sent the Daishonin gifts such as food, clothing and money. What an incredible spirit, having so little but still wanting to give. I remember a time when I left my wallet in a public phone box. It was in the days when we all got paid cash, and for some reason I'd put my whole week's wages in my wallet, and not only that, I took it all out night clubbing. We got to the club, I went to get my wallet out to pay, and it wasn't there, so panic. So what we did was retraced our steps back to the phone box. It wasn't there. Turns out it was handed in to the police by a homeless person. And not one penny was taken. Amazing, isn't it? That person didn't even have a home. I wonder what they're doing now, where they are. I hope they're happy. I'm sure they are happy. And what a great cause that person made for their life. The principle of cause and effect is something that the Daishonin points out to Shijo Kingo in this letter. Buddhism teaches that when the Buddha nature manifests itself from within, it will receive protection from without. This is one of its fundamental principles. And that covers our thoughts as well as our words and deeds. As the Daishonin says, what is hidden turns into manifest virtue. What this teaches us is that no matter how we are treated, it's only ever about how we act. To show the qualities of Bodhisattva never disparaging is to always act respectfully towards everyone, no matter how they're acting towards us. So Lord Emma was a believer of the Pure Land School and really took exception to Shijo Kingo trying to convert him to the Daishonin's teaching. It didn't help that Lord Emma was a follower of the priest Ryokan, who hated Nichiren Daishonin. Shijo Kingo started to be harassed, and when he was falsely accused of being disruptive at a debate in which another follower of the Daishonin won, Lord Emma took the opportunity to confiscate Shijo's land. As a result of all the harassment, Nichiren Daishonin really feared for Shijo Kingo's life. As things stand now, I have a feeling you are in danger. Your enemies are sure to make an attempt on your life. In backgammon, if two stones of the same colour are placed side by side, they cannot be hit by an opposing stone. A cart, as long as it has two wheels, does not lurch all over the road. Likewise, if two men go together, an enemy hesitates to attack. Therefore, no matter what faults you may find with your younger brothers, do not let them leave you alone even for a moment. Those two were so close. Let's not forget that Shijo Kingo accompanied Nichiren Daishonin to Tatsunokuchi Beach, where he was threatened with being beheaded, and Shijo Kingo vowed to die by the Daishonin's side. In this letter, the Daishonin shows his gratitude to Kingo. Over and over, I recall the moment, unforgettable even now, when I was about to be beheaded and you accompanied me, holding the reins of my horse and weeping tears of grief. Nor could I ever forget it in any lifetime to come. If you should fall into hell for some grave offence, no matter how a Shakyamuni Buddha might urge me to become a Buddha, I would refuse. I would rather go to hell with you. For if you and I should fall into hell together, we would find Shakyamuni Buddha and the Lotus Sutra there. It would be as if the moon were illuminating the darkness, as if cold water were pouring into hot, as if fire were melting ice, or as if the sun were dispelling the darkness. That's so beautiful. Nichiren has so much compassion for Shijo Kingo. You can really feel that throughout the whole of this Gosho. In the same paragraph, Nichiren writes, "But if you depart from my advice even slightly, do not blame me for what may happen." Because the Daishonin had good cause to impart such strict advice to Shijo Kingo, not only because he had a hot temper, but also because he was receiving so much harassment from his contemporaries. So Shijo Kingo had land confiscated and was being harassed so much that his life was in danger. And then his Lord Emma, became ill, and that was the opportunity for Shijo Kingo to turn things around. And I think we'll leave it there for part 1. In part 2, we'll study the strict advice that the Daishonin gave Shijo Kingo, and we'll see if it worked to change his situation. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you and your families well. Until next time, happy chanting.